Hello guys, Shadow Sabbath here, and today I'll be doing something I've wanted to do for a very long time, which is an Amphibia theory video, guys. After our last episode, Olivia and Yunan, which is playing on screen, there's a lot I've wanted to discuss, guys. A lot about the core, which I find very interesting, because we don't actually know what it is or what it will do, but I have a lot of ideas, guys, so this will be a nice, quick video, and let's begin. But guys, another thing I will be talking about today, in this episode about the core, is, as you see in this shot, guys, the moon. Now, the thing is, guys, a lot of people have been speculating that the giant monster is called the Night, and for good reason, to spell the night. Now, another thing people have noticed throughout the series that people have stopped talking about is the moon. That moon, and I have an interesting theory on it that I will talk about more later, but I feel like it has something to do with the night, and you guys will see. So the first time we see the core is in the episode where the Anne and the gang go to the first temple. And this is where Anne just goes downstairs and looks at this giant monster at the core. We don't know anything about it, guys. Many people speculated it would be the Night. And I found very interesting his first meeting. I thought he was just going to be a giant monster. Some people thought it was going to be a tadpole, going to go into something else. But when the core is seen in Olivia and Yunan, it's referred to as a collection of Amphibia's greatest minds. And there are many ways to take this, but the way I'm going to take it, I believe that either it's Andreas' family, which would make a lot of sense, or it's actually past green gem users. So it's a weird thought, guys. Maybe one of Andreas' friends, maybe even the Toad who's with Andreas. I feel like this is a very slight chance, guys. Probably the unknown is more likely. It's a chance it may be past green gem users as they are wit. Now, when Marcy's getting possessed, it's very, very hard to miss the obvious binary code in the background. And the binary code we can see in the wires going into Marcy and the helmet. Which is interesting because I never really thought of the core as a, technological monster. But the more I think about it, guys, the more this makes sense. Amphibia was a technological society. This whole episode had to do with technology. It really made sense, guys. So I'm thinking this is kind of I think this could, possibly be like what Finn's mom did in Adventure Time, where she uploaded herself, her consciousness. But seeing as before Marcy's grab, Andrew says Mossman helped him develop technology, and caring, and medicine, Shadowfish are when they conquer death. I find this very interesting, guys, because I feel like this is what the core is. A collection of Amphibia's greatest minds who are undead as Shadowfish, all uploaded into a single monster. So it is the most intelligent being out there, guys. It would be so intelligent it's not even funny, and only think with logic. This may be why, though King Andrew still doesn't want to use on Marcy because he thinks she's really good, the core wants Marcy as another very smart being to be used. Now, one main thing about the show, the moon it reminds me a lot of other shows, guys. Star vs. the Forces of Evil also had a blood moon, and then Adventure Time with the snail. When things like this keep on recurring, they usually serve a purpose, guys, and my idea is that the prophecy to spell the night, it's talking about something to do with that moon, guys. I don't know what it will be, but think about it. The moon is synonymous with nighttime. It shows up so often. I feel like the core somehow want to use that moon, harness the power of that moon, and create, maybe an endless night, like in Troll Hunters, where they did an eternal night-ish thing, twilight, so all monsters could always be out, no matter the time. I think that may be what the core is going for. Now, Amphibia's outro is one of my favorites so far with Season 3, but one thing that I realized nobody even talks about when coming to the moon is that at one scene, it's coming up very soon, they focus on the moon, right here, guys. And here's the thing about this, guys. Yes, they focus on the moon here, guys. Very obvious. At nighttime. What is a common scene in Amphibia? Nighttime and the moon. But the interesting part about this is, guys, why? Obviously you could say it's just there, but why? It makes no sense to put that there. It just doesn't make sense. There are more reasons why they would put that there than reasons why they would just add it. I mean, Amphibia is such a deliberate show with everything they've done. I mean, down to the description of the show where they say the first true friend Anne had, and I thought Marcy was so innocent, but she wasn't. Even though Marcy is my favorite character, guys, she wasn't innocent. This show was a very deliberate show, and I don't think they would add this in for no reason. So my final prediction, the core, is a bunch of shadowfish uploaded. The reason they need a host is because they cannot maintain altogether the same form for a long time. They need a body, or else the shadowfish will, I don't know, go away, die, you name it. They're all compiled into the core. The core is what is used by all the shadowfish with Andreas' ancestors are all put in the core, which is the ultimate being of logic. This thing is going to somehow use this blood moon, or red moon, or dark red moon, to try and destroy Amphibia and possibly Earth, which is going to have to be dispelled by the three girls, probably to try and cause an endless night. And that's really the theory I've been trying to do for a while, guys. I've just never thought about it. I wanted to do a core and a separate moon theory, but I realized how intertwined they are, so why not just do it together? So, guys, that's the end of my theory. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm thinking about doing more theory videos, as I haven't really done one since season 2 of Amphibia. Long time ago. Hope you guys enjoyed, and have a nice day.